Summer's coming to an end. It's the dog days of summer. It is August. Now, there's a whole batch of kids who would tell you that summer's gone way too fast, and there's a whole bunch of their parents saying that summer's gone way too slow. Hi, I'm Pete Turok, president of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. This is the August edition of the Chamber Report. August is an interesting month for the Chamber for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's time for us to kind of recruit because we have had an insane July, and we'll talk about that coming up on the show. We're also getting close to the end of our fiscal year. It's been a good year, and we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. We got a full show for you. Barb Zuleger is here. We're going to talk about the Chamber Education Series, an opportunity for our members to help their business. And we'll do that along with our member profiles, an opportunity for you to find out who some of the many members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are and why you should do business with them. We'll get into all of it right after this. Back on the Chamber Report, time now to take a peek back at the month of July. It is the busiest month of the year for the Chamber, bar none. Two major events go on. We have the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. We also have the Chamber Golf Tournament. Both of those held that month. That means staff is rocking along with the committees that help support those events. But first, let's take a peek at what Chamber is up to when it comes to networking. It's always an important facet for our Chamber membership, and whether it's summer, fall, winter, spring, we keep networking going. And we do it through our AM Connections networking group. That group meets the first and third Wednesday of every month. They did that in July. I'll talk a little bit later with details if you'd like to attend. We had the 29th annual Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair held on Saturday, July 8th in downtown Anoka. I'll tell you what, the thing was rocking. Police estimate over 25,000 people attended that event. And the reason that the Chamber's involved in that craft show, not that, you know, we're huge lovers of the arts, although we love the arts, it's a scenario where we were approached by the city of Anoka a long time ago to put on this type of event, to put Anoka and, for that matter, the region on a map, and we do that, and that's why we did it. And I'll tell you what, mission accomplished. We had so many people here, and I have an opportunity to kind of talk to some of the folks that are at the event and where they're from, and they are from all over the place. I talked to a couple from Iowa, talked to some people from North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin was there, and of course a ton of people from Minnesota as well. It's a chance for them to find out where Anoka is. For those that live in the metropolitan area, they find out that Anoka is not next to Brainerd. The drive is not bad, especially because it's a Saturday drive, but not a Monday or through Friday. And the whole goal is that they've come, they've experienced our area, and maybe they come back. And so that's the whole reason that we do it. I want to thank all of our sponsors, all of the people that attended, all the people that helped. We have a tremendous committee that puts that event on. I'll be honest with you, staff's kind of happy that that one's checked off the list because we start working on that thing the first part of December every year. And a lot of work goes into putting on something like that. So we are, believe it or not, already thinking about the 2018 event, but not quite yet. The other major event that the Chamber had was our Chamber Golf Tournament. It is a fundraising opportunity for the Chamber that helps what is the Chamber. It helps all of our mission, helps our AM Connections be a free event for members, helps with what it is that the Chamber does. So we do a couple of those a year. We do the gala dinner in February, we do the golf tournament in July. So we have a committee that handled that thing, a huge event, sold out early, tons of sponsors. Thank you all for that. Tons of donations from members. Thank you for that because it is a fundraiser, and so we appreciate that. But it was just a great event. QCTV was out there. We've got a clip. Let's take a peek.
Good morning, my name is Larry Norland, General Manager here at Greenhaven Golf Course. My favorite thing that we're doing this summer is just getting lots of golf in, enjoying just the beautiful Minnesota weather. So absolutely fantastic, lots of fun.
Hi, Chris Phelps, Ultra Metal Recycling here in Anoka, Minnesota. Favorite thing this year is I took the family, we spent a week up in Brainerd on the lakes up there.
Scott Haugen, RJM Distribution. I'm a salesman for Jim Lundeen in the Twin Cities. My favorite thing that I'm looking forward to this summer is the suite down at the Saints game on August 4th.
Hello, my name is Annalisa Peterson and I work for Walker Methodist. And my favorite thing to do this summer is go to the cabin with the kids.
Hi, Hi, I'm Tammy Larson with Partners Title, and a fun thing I'm doing this summer is I am going to LA that I'm really excited about.
Hi, my name's Steve Nelson with Land Home Financial Services. I'm a mortgage officer there. And one of the best things I've done this summer is my hobby is high-powered rocketry. So we launched the largest motor in the state of Minnesota last weekend, a P-motor.
Again, we want to thank everybody that attended, sponsored, or donated to the Chamber Golf Tournament. We'll have more on that tournament next month as we wrap that thing up. Time now for our benefit of the month. This month, it's the email blast list, a very popular benefit for members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. You know, we used to do, and we still have business lists, and people ask for those, but we used to do mailing labels. In fact, we still do, but nobody asks for them because it's all in a whole different world and format that is in email. So email blast list is something that a member can request. We will send it to them and only members can get it. Then it's an opportunity for them to send their own emails to talk about their products, their services to other members. It is an easy benefit from the standpoint that we'll give it to you, you copy, you paste, you start sending, and it's a chance for you to talk to the other members of the Chamber. Now again, only members of the Chamber get the email blast list. It is another of the many benefits of membership in the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. We're taking a break. When we come back, Barb Zulager, an old friend, is here with us, and we're going to talk Chamber Education Series. We'll do it right after this. Back on the Chamber Report, time now for us to talk to an old friend. Barb Zulager is here. She is with Performance Partners of Minnesota. Boy, for you regular watchers, you remember Barb. She was chair of the board of directors in not that too distant a future here, past rather, as she was here once a month for a whole year, and my gosh, you came back.
I'm here.
You are. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah,
Good.
It's been a wonderful summer.
It has. All right. Chamber Education Series, and by the way, you've been instrumental in helping us get this thing rolling. And we chug along, man, we're offering stuff to members, and it's like leading the horse to water, you know, you got to get them to drink. But gosh darn it, we're going to keep this going. So the history of this education series is it's an opportunity for some of our members with incredible skills, Barb being one of those, with something to help other members help their business. And so we're doing these. We do these on a regular basis. You can get a hold of us at the Chamber and you'll find out about what is upcoming. And we're going to talk about one coming up here on September 21st that Barb is involved with. But these education series are meant to do something for your business. It's not some big tease. It's an opportunity for a member to get something from that meeting that can help their business. So as a member, I urge you to see what these education series topics are. If something clicks for you, sign up. They're $15 a piece. Now we make them charge only $15. I guarantee you these would be more if they were putting on a seminar individually. They're $15. You should attend. All right, enough of the preaching. Let's talk about Thursday, September 21st, Barb. We got a new location.
We're going to give it a shot over at the Andover Pizza Ranch.
Best chicken ever. It is.
Still think you should do their commercials, Pete.
I should. It is really good chicken.
I was there for the State of the County.
Yep.
And we had a great turnout and wonderful food and great service as always, and thought, let's shake things up a little bit and bring this Lunch and Learn over there and see if we can help some people learn some new things to build their business.
All right, so the topic, how to build leaders on your team. How does having leaders on the team matter?
You know, this is really a direct follow-up to the April event that I got to be a part of with the education, which was about hiring. And it's one thing to hire and to get those people on board. It's another thing as a small business owner to be able to actually delegate and let go of things and have somebody else on the team that actually does things of value. And that's a lot of times more about that owner than it is about their team. It's hard to let go.
Yeah.
So learning how to build leaders on your team gives you leverage and helps a business owner to be able to step away a little bit more, and it also makes your team members a lot happier because they feel appreciated for what they bring to the table.
What are you going to cover?
And we're going to cover a lot of different things, everything from why it matters to have those leaders on the team, to how to identify who really is the right fit for that training, and how you as the business owner can be basically coaching your team members to be better leaders. The stronger the leaders on your team are, the more your business can grow. I hear a lot of complaints whining, whatever word you want to use for it, from business owners who are, of a certain age about millennial employees.
Right.
And although not everybody is meant to be a leader, regardless of what their age is, I think that is a key thing. I think that generation has been raised with the idea that they're capable of being leaders. And they're often looked at as, you're the new guy on the block and you can't be the leader. And yet, if we give them enough responsibility and set high enough expectations, they're usually much happier and better employees because they want to keep moving forward. They want to keep learning. And that's true whether they're 22 or 62.
Right. So is this something for a business with 5 people, 50 people, everything in between?
Yes.
I mean, leadership,
Yes.
even if you're a small company, I would think leadership and having those skills is even more important than a company that has a whole bunch more.
It is, because in a smaller company, there's not the levels of support that you can hide in, is the word that comes to mind for me. In a corporation, if you've got an employee who's really not carrying their weight, you may not even notice. But if you've got 5, 10, 15 employees, that is a big draw on the rest of the team to have somebody who's not doing what they should be doing.
Yep.
And as the owner, if you're spending all your time following those employees around, it's taking away from your ability to build the business and make sure you're producing what you want to be producing.
I bet I'm going to ask you a question, and I think I know the answer to it. I mean, there are owners out there that they micromanage all of it, and it hurts a company, doesn't it?
It can be really difficult, and everybody should build the business that provides them with the quality of life they want, and if that serves them, then that's a good thing.
Sure.
But a lot of business owners will say, I can't grow because I can't hire good employees. Well, if your business is ready to hire and you're ready to let go and delegate, they're out there.
Yeah.
So micromanaging can really get in the way of that.
And it's a matter of feeling comfortable with the person. Coming to this can help them get to that point, maybe, or at least start the process of them getting to the point where they can feel
Right.
comfortable about maybe. And I'll guarantee you this, that those business people, they've got an eye on somebody. They know. I mean, you can start to feel, that person, maybe with a little boost, a little help, can become what it is they hope they can.
And it does take a little bit of leadership from the business owner's
Right.
point of view. The best leaders build leaders. That's really what it comes down to. And it creates stability in your business. It creates leverage for the business owner. And it just makes for a happier team. It is harder and harder to hire. In today's world, we have less people applying for most positions. So hold on to the good employees you've got
Yeah.
by helping to build them.
Boy, and let me tell you something, at the Chamber office, workforce is absolutely at the top of the list. We're hearing about it screamed from business people that they cannot find good quality employees. Well, if you've got some, you better hold on and you better make them feel good about what it is that they're doing, because you are giving them the opportunity to advance. I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be the biggest fight moving forward. You see the Who's Hiring signs everywhere, and those are the ones that just stick the sign up. Everybody else is in the same boat. They're just not putting up those signs because it might be at a manufacturing facility or you're not seeing it. The reality is the fight is on for employees. I absolutely believe from this point forward, you will fight to get that good employee, and if you've already got them, hang on, give them something that makes them want to be there, and leadership is an opportunity for them to do it. All right, so 11 to 1, Thursday, September 21st. It is Lunch and Learn. It'll be at the Andover Pizza Ranch. Again, you get the whole dang buffet. Go for the pizza, go for the chicken, go for the salad
I'm
bar.
hungry.
You got options. Barb comes to a lot of our luncheons, and we do a couple of them there a year. And man, it's the one time nobody comes up to me and says, I really didn't like the lunch. Well, you can't like lunch at the buffet at Pizza Ranch, and there's nothing I can do for you. But more importantly, it is a Lunch and Learn. It's an opportunity for you to help your business learn how to build leaders on your team, and this young lady is extremely qualified. Performance Partners of Minnesota. Tell everybody a little bit about the business.
Performance Partners of Minnesota is basically it's a coaching business. I coach business owners, entrepreneurs, to build the business that gives them the quality of life they want. Our goal is that their businesses be sustainable, leveraged, and here's a big word for you, profitable.
What a concept.
Yeah, and it's amazing how frequently we are not even aware of where we're at in our business when it comes to a profit level. So it depends on the business, what we work on, but it's supporting the business owner so that they can create that growth in the business and have it be sustainable, long-lasting.
You bet. And if you're a business person out there and you think you might be to the point, which you probably were about 3 years ago, but you finally admitted it, that, you know what, I could maybe use a little help, somebody to talk to, somebody to throw some ideas off of, someone to give me some ideas. Performance Partners of Minnesota can do that, and Barb will give you contact information here in a second. But they're rock stars. They've been around a long time. Barb's been with us for a long time. We've seen what they can do from a chamber standpoint through these education series, and they can help your business as well. All right, Barb, we got them. They want to come. How do they sign up for this?
Give Tammy a call at the chamber office. She'll keep track of all of our registrations. Everything runs through there. They don't have to be chamber members to attend.
No.
So anybody who is interested can come be a part of it, maybe get a taste of not just pizza, but a taste of what the chamber has to offer as well.
You bet. Number at the chamber is 763-421-7130. You can also email Tammy at Tammy, T-A-M-I, at AnokaAreaChamber.com. You know, I talk about the pizza, I talk about the chicken, but it's really about the learning that will help your business, and I hope that you decide to attend. Good to see you.
Good to be here again.
You're gonna do some of these in 18 too, right?
Oh, of course.
That means she'll be back.
I'll be back.
She is Barb Zulegger with Performance Partners of Minnesota. She helps the chamber out in a big way as she is part of our chamber education series. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's the part you like the best. It's member profiles, a chance for you to find out who some of the many members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are, and we're going to do that right after this. Next up on the Chamber Report, time now for our member profiles segment, a chance for you to find out who some of the many members are. You're going to find out about one of them right now. We have Comfort Keepers here. Tom Berard is here, and Sam Aisawa. I wrote it and I still couldn't get it. The cool part about that is, Sam, is they're all going to remember this now. Sam Aisawa.
Yes.
Got it, Comfort Keepers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Tom, we're going to start with you. Give us a little overview of Comfort Keepers.
Comfort Keepers started about 20 years ago with a nurse in Ohio that wanted to serve her patients more with things that she could do that you couldn't do with Medicare services. They started a franchise. There wasn't even a ski code for that at that time. So they started this from scratch and being able to go out and help people from everything from doing companionship to errands to taking them to the doctor, all the way to doing private duty nursing where we might do tube feeding, medication management, incontinence care. So we do the full gamut of care for people.
I think it's one of the most perfect names of a business for what it is that you do. You know, I mean, Comfort Keepers just says it all.
Try to keep them comfortable at home.
You bet. Why'd you get into the business?
Actually, I was experiencing the same kind of thing with my parents. They were in their mid-70s, starting to need more and more help. My sisters and I tried to keep up with that, but we had families, and we weren't able to really keep up, especially during the day. So I started researching what kind of things were out there to help us, and I came across Comfort Keepers. At that time, I was traveling all the time. And so I got tired of traveling. My wife said, you know, this might be an opportunity for us to help people more and also help our own parents. So we started that way.
You know, and I've been there, done it, and the burden that, and the last thing your parents want is for that burden to fall onto their children. It's just the nature of the business. It's the way it goes. And so to have somebody like Comfort Keepers, and back in the time when I was dealing with that, Comfort Keepers, at least I didn't have a connection with them, but we were searching because we needed the help. We all have lives, man. We've all got families. I mean, my mom would freak if she knew just what kind of a strain it put on us, but it's your parents, so you're going to do what you have to do, and we all did, and thank God I had some brothers that helped. But boy, we really would have benefited from having an opportunity like a company like Comfort Keepers to help you, and you do not have to have that burden on yourself. All right, Tom, you moved to Anoka this year?
Yeah, we did. It's
yeah,
great.
How's that going?
We love it in Anoka.
Cool.
And we were in Blaine for 9 years. They couldn't accommodate us in that building anymore, so we decided to move to Anoka. And staff loves it. They can go out to lunch, walk around, enjoy the downtown area. It's a fabulous place to be.
Absolutely. All right, so you've been a player here. What changes have you seen in home care over the years?
I think the biggest change is people don't know how long they're going to live right now. They're going to live longer probably than they were expecting to when they were saving for retirement. They're afraid to spend some of the money, so they come to us sicker than they used to because they're holding on and holding on and holding on. And what we really try to do is help them. If we can start earlier and we can look at some key factors like nutrition, medication management, especially socialization, having somebody come in the home once a week or 2 or 3 times a week, depending what their needs are. We do something called interactive care, where we work with them, train our caregivers to look for things that they're interested in doing. And then we don't really do things for them, we do them with them. And that's the real key, is to keep them involved.
You bet.
We do a lot of that.
People want to stay home, don't they?
Yeah, and typically it's cheaper to stay at home too.
Yeah.
If you've got to go to an assisted living or a facility, and certainly there's times when that's necessary, but if people can put that off, they can have more money towards the ends of life to those kinds of things. Like you said, they're not a burden to their family then, and that's what a lot of seniors want.
Very much so. Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the clients. What types of clients do you service?
So our general population that we serve are the seniors, but we can provide services to anyone over the age of 18. As Tom mentioned before, we provide a vast range of services, including the companionship and homemaking, helping with housekeeping, errands, transportation if the client doesn't drive anymore, all the way to medication management, administration, private duty nursing services. We can help with bathing and dressing, mobility issues, all the way up to end-of-life and hospice care. And we have worked with hospice teams from a variety of agencies as well. So we like to, whatever we can do to keep that client comfortable in their home.
You are heading up a new program for seniors. Tell everybody what it is and what it's about.
Yes, so we have been working on a program called Senior Concierge Services. We've been working on it for about a year, and we officially launched in April of this year, and it's kind of geared towards that more independent, more active senior, where maybe they're not in need of comfort keeper services right now, but they could use some personal assistant services, where maybe they want someone to do some personal shopping for them, or run their errands for them, or stock their pantry, maybe come up with some meal planning for them. Maybe they're a snowbird living in Minnesota here. Maybe they travel to Florida in the winter. They want somebody to check on their home here in Minnesota, make sure everything's okay. Maybe they want somebody to walk their pets for them because they don't want to go out in the humidity and walk their dog. So it's kind of hitting that senior market a little younger to be able to help out a little more.
Boy, Sam, I could use you guys right now, and I'm not senior yet, but I'm sure getting there. But I could imagine as I get older, those things are still going to be important, but they're going to be a little bit tougher for that person to do than maybe myself or something like that. This has got to be going well.
Yes, definitely. It's new territory for us, and we're very excited. Each step of the way, we learn something different, kind of what our clients are looking for, and then other services that we could possibly provide, like home maintenance and things like that, working with other companies to kind of come together and provide an overall rounded package for those clients.
I also heard about another new program you have where you can take some of your customers and have them connect to their family, connect to friends, and kind of reduce that isolation. And that's got to be one of the biggest things that you guys hear about as these people get older, and it's just got to be devastating to those people. This sounds like a program that could really make a big impact.
Absolutely. This is also another new program. We've teamed with the people over at GrandPad who have developed the GrandPad. It's a senior-friendly tablet. They like to call it by the 3 S's, where it's simple, it's safe, and it's secure for our seniors to use. You're right when you say we do encounter a lot of social isolation, where maybe you can't drive anymore and your family lives out of town, or they have their own things going on. So this can provide that connection with friends and family, where they can email and they can video chat or phone chat. They can share pictures. They have access to music and games. And they can be connected directly to their friends and family with that. It has the 4G wireless network, it's completely mobile, and so it's a really nice product that we've been able to offer to our clients as well as others that aren't our clients.
You know, and I mean, you know, the whole interwebs, you know, it freaked me out when this whole thing started. I can't imagine somebody like in their 70s, but they know this is out there, they've heard about it, but they need someone to take them by the hand, and that doesn't mean their 6-year-old great-granddaughter, who probably could help them and knows it all, but need somebody that might be able to take them a little bit slower and help them along the way.
Absolutely.
What a wonderful idea. And how are they doing? They get it pretty quick?
They do.
Okay.
Since it's very easy to use. It's completely customizable to each client. So if they don't want to do games, we can remove the button so it's not even an option. We can customize it to the music stations that they like and artists, and input all the contact information for their friends and family, so they don't have to worry about any of that. They don't have to remember usernames or passwords or anything. So,
you know, you should market this to like the general population as well. How great is that? Tom, it sounds like Comfort Keepers is a business that continues to try to better the products and services that they can offer to the people that need it the most.
Absolutely. We're trying to be innovative out there in the marketplace and be able to help people with those things that are the biggest problems for them.
All right, so they're out there, they've been watching, they got mom, dad, they're hearing some of this stuff going, man, we want to talk. How do they get a hold of you guys?
Easiest way, just give us a call. We're local here in Anoka, 763-786-1000. You could check out our website, go to the Comfort Keeper website, and just put in Anoka, you know, where it says the closest location, and it'll pull up our website and give you a good idea of what our capabilities are. We'd love to help you.
She is Sam Isawa. He is Tom Berard. They are Comfort Keepers. Notice how I nailed that one. Sam, I got that one.
Very proud.
Very much. I'll tell you what, just keep up the mission. This is the type of job where you've got to have just some wonderful stories about, you know, you walked out of there and you made an impact on someone's life that day. Man, it gets pretty good.
Absolutely.
God bless you for what you guys are doing. Keep it up. And I might be calling you, Sam, for a little help on getting some of that.
I can definitely help you out, Pete.
They are Comfort Keepers. Get a hold of them. They can help make your life easier, loved ones in your life, their lives easier, and isn't that what it's all about? Next up on member profiles, I've been aware of this building in Anoka forever because I used to fish in the Rum River there all the time. It's the milk factory, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But more importantly, it's what's going on in that building that I want to talk to you about. And with us today is Susan Yee. She is with Rum River Arts Center. Susan, how are you?
I'm doing great, Pete. How are you?
Good. Had a chance to go through the center, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, we want to tell everybody, Rum River Arts Center, what is it?
You know what it is? It is what we're planning on. It's the local art center for the community. We found that there was a void in the marketplace, so you can come in the old milk factory. We do all kinds of classes there for adults and children.
Mm-hmm. All right. When and why did you start it?
You know, we started it officially in 2009. My husband is a fine art major, was his background, and we found that we needed something to get our creativity back. We were both in corporate jobs forever.
Right.
And we found that our love of art and creativity got us back into it. So we decided we had been in the old milk factory building for years with our own business, and we started it, and we loved kids. So what better place to make you feel like a kid again than with art?
And to see this stuff coming out of them, and I had the opportunity, you and your husband invited me over, and I had a chance. I mean, I've been to the milk factory. I hadn't been to the milk factory. I mean, my gosh, you pretty much got the whole main level. I mean, there's room after room, and the art is on the walls, and you can see what the people have done. Had a chance to walk into one of the classrooms you had going with some of the students that were doing some stuff, great one-on-one, hands-on stuff. But the atmosphere was cool. That whole building has a vibe with you guys in there.
It's great. You know, we have a north studio, we have a south studio. We just took over a little cafe. We are a nonprofit.
Right.
So we're also a self-funding nonprofit, which I think people don't realize, but we just opened a cafe there as well, so you can come in and, you know, buy snacks, chips, things like that. But there's a north studio for our smaller, or north studio, I apologize, is for our larger classes, smaller studio for the smaller classes. and we run a whole gamut. We have a room that has our kilns. We fire and glaze our own pottery, which I think is unheard of in a lot of art centers, and so that makes it nice too.
You bet. You know, Susan, I've got this fear that the arts are not maybe being forgotten, but there's less emphasis on them, and we lose something if you don't give those people the opportunity to be creative, especially on a young level, because I think it moves forward as they get older and have the opportunity to maybe express themselves. Hey, we're not looking for Van Goghs. What we're talking about here is having the opportunity to be creative, and you offer programming to help do that.
We do. You know, we do homeschool classes, we do after-school classes. In the summer, we do 3 months of Monday through Friday summer art camps, and it's amazing. We have kids from 5 to like 15, and they're doing acrylic painting. They're doing watercolor. We have something called Mystery Art Camp. They never know what they're going to do. We do hand-built pottery. You name it, we do. We do polymer clay, so we do miniature. And the kids just have so much fun, and you know, I can't say how much fun it is to see these kids and to see their confidence grow, because not only are we building creativity, we're building their confidence level.
Very much.
You know, with the arts, I think it is a little bit lost in the systems now.
Yep.
They concentrate on other areas, and so arts gets a little bit in the background. And here, all we do is focus on the arts.
And Susan and her husband and the group at Rum River Art Center are really setting the table for you awfully nicely. It's not like you've got to come up with all of these things yourself. They've got the camps, they've got the programs, they've got the opportunity for you. You just need to pick up a phone or shoot them an email, sign up, and get your students going. Heck, get you going is another opportunity as well. But they've got it all there ready for you. They've got the people that'll help you. The atmosphere is correct, and it's a chance for you to be creative and really instill that in that generation that is coming up and really isn't that critical. It's not about getting that little you know, tray of paints that you got in 3rd grade as you knew you were going to do a little watercolor. I mean, they can take you through so many gamuts. Some of the artwork that I saw there was phenomenal, and some of the stuff maybe wasn't phenomenal, but it was real and it was cool, and an opportunity to have people be a part of that, let alone yourself. All right, future plans, what's on tap for Rum River?
Well, I'll tell you, not only do we do kids classes, we do adult classes. We have started nightly workshops where it can be stained glass, pottery for adults, mosaics, acrylic painting. We do, for people that don't realize, we have those paint and wine nights. And what's great about that is you bring your own food and beverage. We're not going to make you buy wherever the location is at. And it's creative. We tell people, you know, you can use the colors you like. We're going to help guide you through, but your finished product is going to be different from the person sitting beside you. We're working on older adult programs for this fall, which I think is really exciting, as I'm getting into that generation myself.
Sure.
And you don't want to lose, you know, it's kind of that use it or lose it. You know, another thing that we do is kids' art nights, and I tell parents this all the time. We do it on a monthly basis. You can drop your kids off. It's on a Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. You're going to know they're in a safe, fun, creative environment for $5.
Wow.
I mean, you can't even get a babysitter. You can't buy a cup of coffee for $5, right?
No. $5 will get you maybe the first 10 minutes with the babysitter, maybe.
The parents have, you know, it's a way for them to decompress as well.
Yeah.
They know their kids are safe. They can have a wonderful date night.
You bet. Rum River Art Center is a nonprofit.
It is a nonprofit.
And so, yes, you are charging, but I mean, $5. And there's other opportunities as well. None of this stuff, you guys are not running to the bank with wheelbarrows full of cash. And in fact, I'm sure that you could use some help if somebody out there, maybe from a corporate standpoint, wanted to cut them a little check to help for the arts. This is about passion, and this is about love. I was talking to your husband when I was out, and he's recently retired.
Correct.
And he is now working twice as many hours.
Exactly, but he loves what he does now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is that you two have that passion, and it's there, and it was very evident when I walked in that door, and I hope it's evident to you right here. All right, so we told them about the milk factory, and they're going, where's the milk factory? Now, a bunch of old Anoka people know that, but where are you located?
We are located at 4th and Pleasant. It's right across from the new train station, which I love.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to use it, it's awesome. It's a beautiful old building, and we have basically the first level.
And it is in Anoka. It is a beautiful building, as she said, but more importantly, the beautiful part is what's going on inside. So whether it's for your grandkid, whether it's for a kid, whether it's for you, maybe it's for your senior mother or father, there are opportunities to express, and it's the arts, and it's as good as it gets. They are a nonprofit, but what they are doing is putting money in everybody's bank as they work on what's going on in their brain and their heart, because it is the arts. It is Rum River Arts Center, 4th and Pleasant, right across from the North Star Station in Anoka, right on the beautiful Rum River, an opportunity for you to really have a wonderful experience with someone that you know. Susan, how would somebody get a hold of you if they have interest in finding out more about where they can get somebody slotted in?
Well, they can always call us, 763-323-8830. They can go to our website, rumriverart.com. They can go to our Facebook page, rumriverart.com. You can always come by because basically we're there about 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just knock on the door.
That's right, retired. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll tell you what, Susan, what you and your husband and the crew have going over there is something special. Thank you for reaching out to the Chamber. This is a chance for us to help and get the word out there, and we're going to continue to do that. You guys are branching out with new things, new plans, and I wish you nothing but success. Would you come back and give us an update and tell us about programming down the road?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's what we want to hear. She is Susan Yee. It's Rum River Arts Center in Anoka. I hope you take advantage. All right, so Brenda and I go to the Champlin Theater all the time. That is my theater. I love that theater. And it's right off of 169 in Champlin. But there is this building, and it is a big building, and it has a correct name. It's Legends of Champlin. And I've been wanting to find out more about it, and I bet you have too, because you've seen the thing. You can't help it. And Gina Estrom is here with us from Legends of Champlin. Gina, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, what makes Legends of Champlin different from other affordable housing that's out there?
Well, the Legends of Champlin is unique in that our community offers seniors the best convenient, maintenance-free living. Our community features all of the amenities you would want in an ideal Champlin location. The Legends offers luxury apartments and luxury amenities at affordable prices starting at $939.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is independent senior living, and our community is scheduled to open in early 2018, and we have 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments.
Wow, that is affordable. And let me tell you something, I've been out in that market a little bit in another scenario and looking around. Wow, that is phenomenal. And there's people writing down going, okay, Gina, we got to call Gina as soon as we get to that part of this thing. I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, it is absolutely a beautiful building that's coming up. And I know that everybody's going, okay, you got this big, beautiful building. How can that be affordable housing for senior? Tell them how it works.
Well, the Legends of Champlin participates in an affordable housing program. So under this program, apartments can be rented to those making less than 60% of the area median income, and it's adjusted for the number of household members. Income limits are based on gross annual income, and they can be found at our website at www.legendsofchamplin.com.
I think it's great that the City of Champlin is partnering in on this, obviously, as these discussions, I'm sure, began, because affordable housing is an incredible part, an important part of every community, and it's going to be here right in Champlin. All right, let's talk building. I mean, I keep talking about how big this thing is. What types of amenities is that building going to have?
Well, it is an affordable community, but it is heavily amenity-based, very
Wonderful.
Luxury. Our community will feature a number of great amenities, including a community room with a full kitchen and a fireplace, a beauty salon, theater room, a fitness center, a card and craft room, a landscaped courtyard area with access to walking trails and underground heated parking. The best part, your apartment home features include a full-size washer and dryer, granite countertops, walk-in closets, and a balcony or patio in most apartments.
You know, Gina, I've been around a while. I've seen these things, and through the years, the amenities are the key, aren't they?
They are. People love the amenities.
And that's a key point to this. So just because it's affordable housing doesn't mean that it's not going to have the amenities. And let's face it, Not caring so much about the beauty salon, but that theater room is something that I want to make sure is in place, and it's going to be at Legends of Champlin. All right, you know, we got somebody out there interested. They want to view an apartment. Is that something that can happen?
Yes, it is. A model apartment is planned for the fall of 2017.
Great.
The best way to be notified of the model tours is to go to our website at www.legendsofchamplin.com. Click on the Join Our Insiders list, enter your email address, and when you do that, we will notify you of model tours and other important community information.
Oh, you're getting some hits on that already, aren't you?
Oh, yes, we are. We're very busy.
I bet you are. I mean, it is such a great location, let alone, I just know because we're getting calls in the office as well going, okay, what is it? As soon as you tell them what it is, all right, we want in. How do we do it? We're passing, obviously, along to legendsofchamplin.com, and you can do that as well. All right, so how can viewers learn more about the Legends of Champlin?
Well, we're going to be at the Public Works Building in Champlin on Wednesday, July 26th from 10 to noon. Please feel free to stop by our open house to view floor plans, see building features and finishes, ask questions about qualifying or other community information, and of course to reserve your new apartment. And you can also learn more by going on to our website or by calling us at 763-354-5576.
Tell you what, this thing is coming. It's going to open in early 18. You're going to be able to see an apartment yet this fall. And I think you're going to want to make a move on this thing because I got a feeling that even though that there are an awful lot of units, these things are going to go fast. Absolutely. She is Gina. She can help answer any of your questions. And honestly, go to the website, www.legendsofchamplin.com. Gina, you got a rockin' building going. And we were talking before the taping, this isn't the only system that you guys are involved with in our region. You got one in Coon Rapids and other areas as well.
Coon Rapids, Prior Lake, St. Anthony, St. Paul, they're popping up all over. New ones under construction in Apple Valley, Cottage Grove. We're really growing and serving the independent 55-plus seniors.
You know, the baby boomers, they're retiring at a record rate, and these units are obviously needed. Legends of Champlin might be something that you might want to look up, see if it's a fit for you or maybe someone that you know and one of your loved ones. Gina, thanks so much for coming on the show. Would you come back once this thing's open and let's tell everybody how things are going and take a peek at it?
I would love to.
That's great. She is Gina from Legends of Champlin. Now you know what that building is. I know you've been wondering. More importantly, is it a fit for somebody in you or your life? It just might be. Next up on member profiles, there's this building, one of them a little older than the other one. That's a lot newer, but just right down from the chamber office, it's Walker Methodist Plaza. And you're going to learn something about that building that I didn't know existed, more importantly, something you might be able to take advantage of. Sam Worth is with us. He is with Walker Methodist Plaza. Sam, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so you have a specialty there. What is her equipment?
Yes, so her equipment is specialized strength equipment that we have at our fitness center at Walker Plaza. It is unique because it is specialized for older adults. So all our members, and to join the fitness center at Plaza, you need to be 50 or older. So all our equipment is specialized, with her being the main focus.
And her is not H-E-R, as in only her can use it. It's H-U-R, meaning everybody can use it.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yep. Her is actually a Swedish-based company. And so the unique thing about the equipment is that it's all pneumatic. So what that means is that all the resistance is loaded through air pressure. So that is beneficial for older adults because it tends to be easier on your body. So a lot lower loads, so you can bypass any old injuries you may have and also bypass any creating any new injuries. It's just generally easier on the body compared to lots of free weights or cable weights or body weights can be pretty jarring on joints. So that is one unique thing about the her equipment, is that it's all air pressure loaded and also that you can load it up 1 pound at a time. So as we get older, it is beneficial to be able to go at 1 pound intervals, 1 pound increments, because a lot of times with, say, free weights, you're going up at 5 pounds at a time, and that can be pretty tough. A lot of people have different levels of capabilities when it comes to exercise, so it's nice to be able to go at their own pace.
Now, obviously, no matter what the age, they told us this in elementary school gym class, that regular exercise is very important. I would imagine that the benefits for regular exercise as people get older in their life is incredibly important.
Yes, exactly. And I could talk about the benefits of exercise for a while, but what I'll focus on is as we get older, what are the areas that we want to focus on and what the Plaza Fitness Center can offer and what we focus on there. First of all, being strength. We want to focus on building our strength, and that can be anything from taking groceries into your house or standing up from a chair. As we get older, that's very important to be able to maintain those muscles so that we can keep on doing those daily activities so that we can help with that. Balance is a big one. Balance is always something that every member who joins, I want to help people get better balance, feel more comfortable on their feet. Mobility, kind of your balance in motion is what I kind of call mobility. Being able to step on a curb or step down from a curb, step up from a curb. Let's say you're walking your dog and your dog just starts going all over the place. Being able to keep your balance while being active. Flexibility is a big one. As we get older, we want to be able to do things like put on our socks, that type of thing. So maintaining flexibility is another focus of the fitness center. And lastly, cardiovascular health. So making sure that our heart and our lungs are strong so that we can avoid any heart problems, that type of thing, lung problems down the road. So those are the main areas that we try to focus on at the fitness center. But yeah, there's lots of other benefits that we could talk about.
You bet.
Yeah.
You know, and I should mention, this is right down from the chamber office. So Walker Plaza has been downtown for a long, long time, located right on the corner of 2nd Avenue, well, actually 1st Avenue to 2nd Avenue on Monroe. Walker Methodist Plaza is the new building that opened up across Monroe Street between 1st and 2nd. Now there is a skyway between these two buildings, which is great for the residents because they can get over, and this fitness center is a part of that new facility, correct?
Yes, so the fitness center is in the old building, in the City View building, but with the new dining hall, it opened up space in the old building to create the fitness center.
Perfect.
So that's where the fitness center is in the old building across the skyway.
All right. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. So I'm not living at Walker right now. That may happen down the road, and very well could happen because I could see myself there. But I'm not there yet. Can I use this fitness center?
Yes, of course. Fitness center is open to community members, and the only stipulation is 50 and older is what you have to be to join the fitness center, because we are specialized in the older adult population.
Sure. Yeah. You know, you had mentioned somebody walking the dog. I see it all the time with some of the seniors, especially from Walker. I bet you hear a lot about people worried about falling, about getting injured. And let's face it, the older you get, and you can go down, things can break, and it can really, really disrupt someone's life in the biggest way. You hear it all the time?
Yes, exactly. And that's, I mentioned it a little bit before, that's everybody who comes in, is I want to help people feel stable on their feet. And there's a few things I want to mention with that is in regards to in the facility itself, all of our equipment is easy access. So there's lots of different ways that, for example, our cardio machine is called the New Step, and the chair swivels around in a circle. You can move it forward and backwards. So even if someone, say, is in a wheelchair, it's still easily accessible to get in and out of. Another thing with that is I'm staffed there 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. So if anybody needs assistance transferring in and out of machines, that type of thing, more than happy to help them do that. Same with the HER equipment that we talked about. There's the strategic handles that help people get in and out of the machines. But going to the fitness side of things, I mean, it's a wide range of strength, balance training, mobility training that helps us be more comfortable on our feet longer. We do things like balance class, strength and agility class. So we have other programs besides just our exercise equipment that aids people in being stable on their feet.
So we're not looking for the Mr. and Mrs. Senior Bodybuilding Champions of the United States coming out of Walker.
Yeah, and I have everybody from 50-year-olds to late 90s coming into the fitness center. So there's a wide range of abilities, and we can help anybody who wants to look into it.
You know, you had mentioned one piece of equipment and for someone in a wheelchair. So you've got wheelchair opportunities for people that are in that situation?
Yes, I have quite a few people who are wheelchair bound that using a gait belt or a therapy belt, we are able to transfer in and out of machines. They're made to be easy access in and out. Right. And a lot of that plays a part of every single member who joins. We do a fitness assessment so we can gauge and find out what people's abilities are, and then we go from there. At no point am I ever trying to have somebody feel uncomfortable with fitness. We do it at their own capabilities, their own abilities, and their own pace.
You bet. All right, somebody out there's got a loved one, just had some surgery. They're at Walker. Is it safe to exercise? I mean, take us through that step. At what point is someone ready to be able to get back in and do something?
Yeah, that's a great question. And one thing that we do is we talk to physical therapists.
There you go.
So if someone had a knee surgery, I like to call and get what's going on in the process of their therapy. And the equipment that we have, like we mentioned, tends to be easy on your body, gentle on your body. So it is good for a rehab setting. We can still start rebuilding those areas, strengthening all those muscles with talking back and forth with physical therapists so that we're doing it the right way.
Excellent, and that is critical. That's going to take the worry and the pressure off. Maybe whoever that surgery, the person who had that, their family, you're working in team, making sure that this thing is right. And I got to believe some of those therapists and the doctors are going to love the fact that you've got that type of equipment for those people in that facility. It's got to be great.
Yes, it really is. It's a very specialized, nice equipment.
And you don't have to be at Walker Plaza to go to that thing. That is huge. You just have to be, what, 50 or older?
Yep, you got it.
Excellent. All right, we got somebody out there. They're interested. Sam, how do they get a hold of you?
Yes, so you can call me directly at 763-453-7033 or email at sworth, that is W-I-R-T-H, at walkermethodist.org. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Or a nice way to come see the equipment, because it is unique and it is different exercise equipment, is come stop by.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned on 2nd in Monroe. Feel free to stop by anytime. I'd love to give anybody a tour and let them see the equipment.
And I'll tell you what, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to put it in your house if you're 50 or older. Sam's going to dust it. He's going to clean it up. More importantly, he's going to help you, and he can help some people in your life that might need it. Hey, Sam, thanks so much for coming, and good luck with everything there, and I hope that we get some people up and getting fit.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Last up on member profiles, but certainly not least, somebody I've known for a long time, Joe Field, Field Law. Joe, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here, Pete. Good to see you again.
You bet. All right, so Field Law, this is a law firm, obviously. Tell everybody what Field Law does.
Yeah, basically, I'm a sole practitioner. I own the law firm. I practice in the area of I used to practice in family law for about 22 years. And 3 years ago, I went solely into estate planning and probate. I did that a little bit along those 22 years, but dedicated myself solely to the practice of estate planning and probate. And so now I've got 25 years under my belt. I know I don't look like it.
Not at all.
But that's solely what I do. And I do love the business. I affiliated with Wealth Counsel, top shelf legal services company that provides state-of-the-art software for attorneys serious about estate planning. Cost me a bundle to join up with them, but it's helping me out greatly.
All right, probate I think I know, but estate planning, man, I'm hearing it everywhere. Tell everybody more about that.
Yeah. Estate planning involves a number of products. Most common people hear about is wills and trusts. And by trusts, usually people are referring to living trusts, and they are good estate planning tools.
Sure.
It also involves power of attorneys. There's two different types. There's a financial power of attorney. Sometimes you hear that called a durable power of attorney. Minnesota has a short form power of attorney. They're making it short for people. I use what's called a common law power of attorney, which is more extensive, really good for people who have dementia or Alzheimer's, where there's specific care that's needed that's above and beyond. And then there's another type of power of attorney, which is a healthcare power of attorney. Minnesota has a healthcare directive that people can use. I provide an alternative document as well as that one if they want it. a healthcare power of attorney to help with their decisions should they have any medical decisions and they need an agent for that purpose. So I've heard from a number of your previous guests today, it seems like there's a common theme. In all those situations where there's senior care or assisted living care, powers of attorney would be a great assist. So I help with that. I also, estate planning can also include a document called a transfer on death deed, and I do a lot of those every year.
All right, let's talk about that. Transfer on what?
Yeah, transfer on death deeds is a relatively new creation. In 2009, the legislature passed a law to allow a person to place a beneficiary designation on real estate. It doesn't have to be just their homestead, it can be their cabin, lake property. And what this does is when the person dies, or a married couple, when both of them die, then the real estate can pass to whoever they designate on that deed. They will get that real estate without having to go through probate. And so that is really slick. It's within 30 days. It costs less than the price of a will to get that transfer on death deed done. But it avoids this, average $4,000 to $6,000 cost of probate, 9 months to a year and a half going through it. And so within 30 days, or 30 days after someone passes that, they can have that property. It's really a nice process.
Well, you know what, Joe, and I mean, that's $4,000 to $6,000 that doesn't need to go out. It can stay with the family. And really, I mean, if you're out there, I mean, don't you want that to go to the people that you want that to go to?
Yeah.
And all it takes is a little planning, a little ahead of time. But more importantly, I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing. Man, I don't know what to do. And honestly, I don't want to know what I got to do. I'm just going to hook up with Joe. Joe knows. That's why he gets paid. But Joe knows all the ins and outs about what you're supposed to do. I can't even begin to fathom how I could think about that. The reality is that $4,000 to $6,000 times this, man, I'm just telling you, if it's me, and I will make sure that I'm covered so that my children do not have to deal with this. And especially at a time where someone's passing. I dealt with this with my parents. My dad had everything so covered. It made everything so easy, because that's a hard time in everybody's life. And the last thing you want is to have those headaches and those pains that you know darn well that loved one did not want you to go through. Well, the only way to make sure that happens in today's world is to hook up with somebody who can help you through that process to make sure that when that time comes, things are going to be easy. All right, I'm off my soapbox, Joe, but I've been through it, and I've seen both sides of this, and man, it can just get so ugly, and that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for this to be a time where you know things are going to be covered when you're gone, and isn't that the way to go? Yeah. All right, so Joe, there's a lot of law firms out there. I mean, let's face it, they keep pumping them out of the colleges. Why field law? What makes you special? Why should someone deal with you?
Yeah, and that's a fair question. It is a competitive industry, and I would just say there's twofold reason why I can distinguish myself. One is with regards to the services I provide. There's a little difference in that, and I'll explain it briefly in a moment. And the other is